Project 10. I called it Project 10 for a reason. And this one here, I am really, really, really excited about. This one here now has become personal to me. We've got Project 72, which has a significant meaning. We've got Project Star, which has a significant meaning. Now we have Project 10. And Project 10, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I have been considering for some time, and we would not do it unless we could do it right. We would not do Project 10 unless we can provide the best, that we could stand out and stand alone and never have to say anything about company X, company Y, company Z, because when your stuff is so strong, you don't ever use the word competition. And instead of me tell you what Project 10 is all about, I want to know, are you ready to know what the reveal is of Project 10? I want to know, are you really ready? I'm not on my Facebook right now because Facebook doesn't get my messages until tomorrow. But I want to know, are you ready? I want to make sure you've got your computer screen with your volume up. I want to make sure you're sitting and not driving. I want to make sure that you are ready to elevate your income, elevate your lifestyle. I want to make sure you are ready to take it to the next level. Let's play our video, Mark.
I am a mother of 3. I'm a single mom.
I have a very busy life, very hectic. My kids keep me going nonstop, so.
I worked in retail for like 20 years. I put in 80 hours a week. I come home tired, wouldn't want to do anything else.
They always tell me every day, you know, Mommy, why can't I spend more time with you? And, you know, that really upsets me. So,
See, ibuumerang is this house that's under construction, and it's going to continue building, and more rooms that will be added. But if you only focus on getting through the front door, that's it. Travel is the front door. Perpetual, residual income builder. When people come through my house, if they only got through the front door, there's a whole lot that they're going to miss out on, the oohs and ahs. And now what we're doing is bringing the oohs and ahs. Let's get a smart technology. Let's get something that's consumable. Let's get a wearable technology. Build Genius goes to work for you. Whatever people want is what we're going to sell.
The goal is freedom. Now it's time for the next phase of evolution.
Trading foreign currency was completely foreign to me.
It's definitely something that's helped change my life. I'm forever grateful.
Because we get a chance to change our
with
lives.
this educational platform that I was introduced to has actually helped my mindset grow.
Spending more time with my family, my friends, actually exploring the world.
We all want to leave a legacy for our family.
Definitely something I think everybody should at least be knowledgeable about so they could reach their true potential in life.
Just allowing them to see the opportunity that it can provide.
Welcome to the future.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. ELLEV8, your legacy management system, launches April 3rd. It is a complete done deal. It is over. I want to say and talk about this a little bit. I want to share with you, I know many of you are so fired up on my messages right now are going through the roof from people. And I want you to know that that video is already up in the on iBoom Hub for you to share. I want to talk to you a little bit about why ELLEV8. Why bring a legacy management system of education to the crib? You know, probably now for about a year, I've had countless number of people to come to HB and say, HB, why don't you launch something in, Forex trading or something? And every time I would hear the word Forex, I would cringe because of my experience or my lack of awareness or lack of knowledge. And all the things that I had heard in the industry that I've actually witnessed. And many of those things that I witnessed was not necessarily the industry, it was irresponsible people who didn't do it right. And I said, I don't want my people subjected to any of these inaccuracies or any of these things that will not be right, And I have to tell you, your CEO also has to have moments to grow. So I was dead set against it, and nobody could talk me into it. And many people tried, and I can tell you, I've had leader upon leader upon leader who are outside of our company to come and say, hey, listen, just HB, man, everybody's doing this wrong. If you do it, I'll bring my entire team. And I tell them, hey, listen, man, just keep your team. Keep your company. If they're paying you, stay where you are. I think people finally realize there's no real success in trying to jump around because, well, you know what, it's not happening this month or 2 months, and now I got to jump. And I tell them, stay where you are. If they're paying you, you've got a team, and you've got some loyalty within your team, stay where you are. And I really meant that, not because I didn't want to bring a trading concept here or an educational concept. And here's what happened. Last year, people were quarantined around the world. And I'm sitting here at my home and I paid attention. I'm a common sense type of person. I always tell people I'm not really smart. I just pay attention. And because I recognize things that most people overlook, most people say, oh, he's smart. No different than you. I just pay attention. And I start noticing, okay, well, we're in a pandemic. Well, if we're in a pandemic, this is going to go up, this is going to go up, this is going to go down, this is going to go down. And for my first time, I said, let me just put some money in my open up me a little trading account. And I actually did it on Robinhood. This is me, just stocks, nothing with Forex. And I start buying some common sense stuff, and I start seeing my account grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And then I took it grew to a certain amount, and I took that certain amount, and in less than 90 days, I more than doubled it. And we're talking about a significant amount. I had never learned how to read a chart. I did it all from my mobile phone and without knowing anything, just common sense. And so I said, what if I took common sense and I added some structural concepts to it, structured education to what it is that I know. And I did that. And I went to a university to learn everything that I know about trading now, personally. And I haven't gotten my diploma yet, but someday I'll graduate. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, is that my university, I don't know if any of you ever heard of TTU. Anybody ever heard of TTU? It's called TikTok University. I took my account and I multiplied it and learned how to make, significant percentages on my money daily. And I did it all from TikTok. And I'd sit there with my phone and I'd follow only people who were showing me something about how to advance and be a little bit more structured, because I saw with common sense, if I'm able to double this amount, what could I do if I had a little structured education? And then I bought one course because I'm real big on education. And I spent some money on the course, about $1,200, and I spend now about $1,000 a month getting educated so that I know a little bit more. And I just do it a little bit. And I said, I understand now. I understand. And these people that I've learned from, I don't know them. I have no access to them really. It's just, I watch what they do and I kind of follow, and I use common sense and use a little bit of my own sense. And now I've taken my son and taught him the skill, and now he's been empowered and just with some simple information. And see, when something's good enough for me, I spread the word. It's good enough for my family. Well, those of you who are on this call, you're part of my family. And so when it came back around and I understood the empowerment that I felt, and for me, it wasn't about the money. It was about the people that I know of whose lives have been shifted around, the people who've been displaced, the people who did all the things right that they were supposed to do, and they went to school and they got the education and they did this and they kept everything good and they got great resumes, but their companies are no longer around, and they're sitting there wondering, how am I going to take care of my family and this and that, and what am I going to do? And they don't feel empowered. And I said, I want them to elevate their confidence. I want them to feel empowered. I want them to feel that it's in their control, and no matter what pandemic happens or whatever it is, not outside of what we do as a network marketing company, I wanted them to feel that sense of additional freedom that I feel every single time I execute a little simple trade and money comes back 10% or 5% greater than it was. It's a feeling, specifically when you're a competitive person, it's a feeling that I can't express. You have to experience it. And I didn't know how it felt. I didn't. And then I said, okay, let's do this the right way. Let's put this in play the right way. Well, we're not just going to launch something and and have all fancy sayings about trading, but really it just becomes a recruiting machine. We say trade and then we say education, but it's just recruit. I said, I don't care how much money we can make and how fast we can grow. That's just not who I am, and I won't co-sign it. I'm just not going to do it. And I told Ed, I said, listen, we do this, we got to do it for real. And he had a relationship of somebody that we had known for a while, and they kept in contact. And he says, hey, listen, man, he says, I think we should have this conversation. And I was meeting with all these different companies and people or whatever it may be, and getting as much feedback as we can. And then we met and we found a company that was actually about to launch their own network marketing company. And he was one of the principals, one of two principals. And I said, let's get together, let's meet. And we had dinner, and, you know, the family, their wives came on over, and we had dinner, met with them, and liked the people that they were. Because now I'm dealing with someone who's going to be responsible for educating our team about finance. I got to know everything about you. This is not just a structured business. I got accountability there. And so I'm like, let's meet with them. I want to make sure I know. I want to make sure that, you know, if their wife smiles, is it a real genuine smile? Is it, you know, how is this thing? Is this real deal? You know, I want to know, because there's a lot of stuff out there. And we met and we meet daily. We talk daily, every single day. And I told them, I said, listen, how much do you guys know about network marketing? They said, well, we know a little bit to be dangerous. We made a little bit of money, but not a lot. But our focus is not network marketing. We make so much money with this, but we love network marketing. But we're the best at trading education. Nobody comes close to what we do. I love people who have that confidence. And I said, okay. I said, but you're about to start a network marketing company. Yeah. I said, you know how many people's lives you're about to mess up? And I thought, well, if I get involved in this educational thing, specifically with some aspect of legacy management and trading, I don't know anything about it. The only thing I knew about Forex, and still to this day, is that it has a 4 and it has an X in it. That's it. That's all I know. I said, I'm about to mess some people's lives up too if I do it. So I told him, I said, I'll tell you what, don't launch your company. Stop. Distributors and everything, technology, money already in place, hundreds of thousands of dollars already invested. Stop, 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 stop. And they said, we'll stop. And what we did is we found a way, and we said, hey, listen, we're going to bring, don't you worry about the network marketing. We'll handle that. We're not going to worry about the trading education. You'll handle that. And we formed ELLEV8. We formed ELLEV8, and it's for you. ELLEV8 Legacy Management. Okay. And I am, Mark, put that logo back up on the screen. The logo. Yeah. I think you got the Facebook Live up there now. There we go. ELLEV8. I just look at it. I look at it and there's so much meaning into it. You know, we talk about elevating your lifestyle, elevating your education, elevating your awareness, elevating everything that's about you. And the thing I want you to understand is that there's no end to it. There is no end to it. We talk about legacy. If you see the 8 represents that infinity sign, which means that what we're going to teach you, it passes on from generation to 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 generation. We're going to equip you with the tools. I'm really excited about it. Okay. Now, go to the next slide if you don't mind, because I want to go ahead and end this right at. I got one other major announcement real quick, guys. and then we're done. I got another major announcement, so stay tuned here, okay? But I'm really excited about ELLEV8. Now, ELLEV8 Legacy Management, what is it comprised of? What are we gonna have here, all right? Well, here's the thing I want you to know. What you're gonna learn is specialized. I want you to understand that people who, there's two different types of educational or educations that people have. One is when you become what I call a wandering generality. A wandering generality is a general practitioner. How many of you know doctors and you say, well, what are you special? I'm a general practitioner, which is good. There's nothing wrong with a general practitioner, but they have general knowledge, which means they earn general salaries. But then you have specialists. Then you have those people who go and they specialize on one or two things that they know 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 that thing. And those are the people who change the world. Those are the people who earn the big bucks. There's great athletes out there who can play all kind of stuff. Okay? But, you know, Michael Jordan specialized in basketball. Could he have played football? Yeah. Could he have run track? Yeah. He specialized in basketball. Okay? And so 3 components of our system here that you're going to have, and it will continue to expand. Number one, the technology that we have. We have some very unique proprietary technology that we own. It's not a part of somebody else. We actually own it, okay? And a lot of artificial intelligence that we will actually introduce to the legacy management team. But here's what we want. We want you learning the basics of everything that we have to offer first. Why? Because to introduce just the AI in the very beginning, it just makes you lazy when they do it for you. We want you to know, all right? We want you focusing on ELLEV8, all right? Trade assistance, all right? That will be a part of the program as well, and some other technology that we'll have. I'm not even listing all of it out. The other component is the culture, proprietary trading community that we've already started with our Project 10. And I can tell you that chat is lit. If I look at it right now, that chat is always, I mean, since I've started, there's 71 messages that have actually come in since I've actually just done this release here, 71 messages in my mailbox there. Proprietary trading community that we'll have. There's some other technology that we're developing to make sure that our community stays within our own community. Recognition, we always recognize, all right? And we're always great at it, and we'll have an incredible recognition program that will be around our educational and legacy management platform. Multiple languages, all right? We already have languages, multiple languages, specifically English, Spanish, already done. We're already working right now on procuring, and I'll tell you why and how that actually rolls into the fold here. Working right now on French, working right now on Italian, working right now on Czech as well, amongst other languages that we're going to be procuring as well in terms of just the language things that we'll have there, okay? So the third component is the education. And by no means was this in any particular order. Our education is what we're going to focus on. Elevating your knowledge base is what the main goal is. When you learn and become more knowledgeable, you become more powerful. That's the only way that the 8 works. The 8 doesn't work just because of money. The infinity and legacy of passing it on, legacy management, does not work if you don't get educated. It's not what you leave to your children that's called the legacy. It's what you leave in them. And what you leave in them is something that comes from what's inside of you. And that's what our focus is going to be. Live interactive educational platform that will be launching April 3rd. The countdown is on. Full-time, successful educators who only and can only educate Boomerang ambassadors. Okay. And we have formed a great relationship with our educators. We actually will formalize all of the final dots and T's and all of that this week here, and taking care of them. I've had a chance to meet all of the educators. We flew all into Houston, had a nice big thing, no photos, no social media, nobody knew about it, but I can tell you they're so eager to come and work for you and educate you. And the way that they make their money is by what they're teaching. It's not that, hey, listen, I've got to hurry up, finish this because I got to go to my job. No, they earn their money by teaching. And I wouldn't do it any other way. Okay. Live trading events. And we are going to introduce a concept called travel and trade. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be off the hook. How awesome is it to be sitting by the beach after you've had a 3-hour trading session, and what you learned just paid for your entire event. Okay? What you learned just paid for your entire event. It's going to be awesome. A lot of great things that are coming. A lot of awesome things that are coming with our ELLEV8 program. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to get busy. This week, we're going to be releasing more information about ELLEV8. Every week, we're going to be dropping something. We'll introduce you to our chief head educator, who was the CEO of the company that was launching, but have now joined forces with the ibuumerang family and become an ibuumerang executive here. And we're going to be doing a special call introducing them. And I didn't want to bring it on this call and chop it up, introducing them so that you'll be able to meet John Spencer and Ben Wright. Many of you, some of you may even know them, but you'll be able to meet them, and then later on be able to meet some of the educators as well. So it's going to be absolutely off the charts, guys. I can't wait. Now you say, well, HB, you say you don't know anything about Forex. Well, why is that? This is why. Because I personally didn't want to have a head start. I said to myself, I am going to start. Now, our Project 10, they're off and running. Project 10, these guys know more about this stuff than I probably ever know, okay? They are off and running. They're getting educated. It's their stuff. Whatever it is they're doing is great. I said, I am going to make sure that I start with my troops. So the same day that everybody else who's out here have a chance to enroll, HB will be in class with you, all right? HB will be in class with you. And so that was on purpose. That was me showing that I want to be there with you and learn at the same time that you learn, and show you that you can do it as well. If I can get a degree or partial degree from TTU, TikTok University, from people that I don't know, have no idea who they are, but I can tell you, it has made it exciting early in the morning when I get to do a little bit of that. And now I have educators full-time who know me, who will be able to interact live with me, answer my questions, help me through some of those, what are the challenges or things of that nature. It doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that.